Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Timothy King, aka Friendly Assassin, with my friend Joshua the Conqueror Howlett. Today I'm going to be going over the techniques I used most successfully in competition over the past few years, specifically the ones I used against Keilund Steinborn at a subspectrum competition. For things I use a lot are triangle setups. You can do a lot of triangle arm bars, and then also Williams guard or rubber guard positions from there. So we're going to start with the triangle setup. Hop your knees for me, Joshua. So I'm always from guard, always looking to control, start out with the wrist. What I want to go for is control the tricep. Then I want to control the head. It usually helps to start by grabbing the crown of the head. When I grab the crown of his head, his spine posture is now broken, and that's what I'm looking for. If I grab his neck, he can keep his head up, and it makes it hard to pull him down. When I grab the crown of his head, he's broken down. So this is what I'm looking for. Break him down. From here, I get my foot on the hip. Whichever arm I'm holding, that foot goes on the hip. I start to hip escape. From here, I'm going to control the arm. I always like to get an overhook from here. I'm controlling the arm. I'm be stepping on his bicep. Here, back up for me. Right here. Pushing, foot on the hip. I got both my feet on the hip, controlling the distance, biting with my knee. This leg is going to step on the bicep to control this arm. I can move it up or down. I can follow as he moves around. And from here, I'm just going to pull, extending his upper body away from his lower body. I'm going to shoot in my triangle. From here, hips up, clear the arm to the other side of your body. I always like to hook the arm if I can, because now I have ghost armbar attacks. I have straight arm bars, then I have triangles. First, we're going to look at the triangle finish. The way I finish triangles, keep the arm across the body, controlling the far arm. You can control the arm or the leg, both work. But I like the arm because I have that ghost armbar attack from here, where I can go Macarena and drop that in. And from here, for the triangle, I pull the arm across. I'm going to bite down with my heels, not my toes biting down. I'm going to give myself a cramp. I'm going to bite down with the heels. I'm going to flare my top foot out. That's going to turn my hamstring into his neck, causing a better choke. So from here, flare my foot out and squeeze. Okay? Or from this triangle position, I very often go to straight arm bars, because the triangle could take a little while if my partner's defending well, but arm bars are a lot hard to defend and fight through. So from here, I usually do a triangle to an arm bar where I get the tap. Okay, once again, for that triangle setup, whenever I pull guard, I try to get them into my closed guard. I control the top of the crown of their head in order to break their spine posture so they're weaker. And then I control a tricep. I usually like to get an overhook from here. So I swim my arm through, and I get this overhook. As I do that, foot on the hip, hip escape. So that way now, what the arm I'm controlling is up. From here, I can put both my feet on the hips to control the distance, foot in the bicep to control the arm, shoot my hips in. When I do this, I want my hips to be coming up. If I just shoot my legs up and my hips stay low, he can start to posture up or spin around or crush me down. I want to shoot my hips up high and then latch on right away. Even if it's a loose triangle, I want my feet crossed right away, so that way he can't just sit up out of it. Because then from here, I can start to get my triangle deeper, cross the arm, underhook the arm, cut the angle. You have a ghost arm bar, you have straight arm bar, or you have the triangle. Okay? second technique, I'm gonna go over the Williams guard that I use a lot in competition. From closed guard, same thing with that triangle. The same thing as that, I'm looking to break his posture down, controlling the crown of his head, and I always control one arm. With this one, for the Williams guard, I can't have his arms on the inside. I have to be on the inside for this one. What I'm gonna do, same thing like before, controlling that head and tricep. I'm gonna hip escape by putting my foot on the hip and coming out. But now I'm gonna bring my shoulder, on my knee to his shoulder. Right here, I'm biting down right here. Then I'm gonna bring this arm, forearm in front of his face. This hand is gonna underhook my leg. I'm gonna gable grip right in here. I wanna be strong right here, and I'm living right here. This is a very strong position. This is where I set up a lot of omoplatas or triangles. We'll look at both of those. So once I have this leg in place, the one I did in the match against Keilund Steinborn, I swam the forearm that's against the face. I swam that arm straight through, pulled my leg up in front, and then came out for the omoplata. Now, what I didn't do was correct finishing mechanics, but what I want to do from here, especially in no-gi, while controlling the wrist, triangle the legs. With my outside hand, I'm going to sit up, hug his waist. I want to grab his waist. With my other hand, I'm going to grab his shin, right at the ankle. And from here, I'm going to push his legs as I pull his waist down and scooch my hips out and up. That's going to flatten him out. And from here, I can sit up and I can finish my omoplata. Okay, so once again, we're here. Actually, keep back up for me. A little more. Beautiful. So we're here, we're in the closed guard. I want to break his posture down. Well, as I'm breaking his posture down, what I want to look to do, move his arms out of the way, because a lot of times they're framing. So I want to look to, I think about like a mole digging. You break the grips, you're pinching your knees, and you're bringing your legs forwards. From here, control the crown and the tricep. Looking hip escape, knee to shoulder, biting up top. I'm gonna hug my own leg, bring my other arm in front for a frame. From here, what I'm gonna do, so now this is the Williams guard. So where we start, this is a lot of good attacks off of here. We have submissions and sweeps. But what I'm gonna do is reach across his back, reach up and pull my leg through. Now my foot's in front of his face. For the omoplata, I'm just gonna bring this bottom leg out, step on the mat, come out, reach over his waist and hug it. My other hand is gonna grab his ankle. As I do this, right here, grab the ankle, now move my hips out and up, almost in a half circle. And we flatten them out. And then I always like to get a far side hook on his other arm, just for the control. And from here, sit up to finish omoplata. Once I get them down, I'll set up triangles off of this. So if I'm here, a lot of times if people start to post and sit up, I can control here, just put my foot in their bicep, switch into a triangle. Same thing as before. Sometimes it's a little bit of a loose setup, but it does work. If we're just right here, we bring this foot in front of their arm, and then lock up the triangle. Same thing, finishing mechanics as before, arm across the body, cut the angle. I have ghost arm bars, straight arm bars, and then the regular triangles where I'm flaring my top leg out. Those are the two techniques that I've used most frequently at competitions over the past few years, and I've used them very successfully. I hope it helped, and I hope you go check out my matches. See you guys later.